In a 9 to 5, even if it's not true, they will make it true. You know what I'm saying? Or even if it is positive, they can turn it to a negative. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's a negative, they'll turn to positive. All right, guys, I am back at it with another video. But yeah, the premise of this video, man, is just I'm gonna tell you guys that if you're jacked, like if you're practicing body game, you're practicing fitness, a 9 to 5 is going to be a different experience than most, man. Like if you're jacked, if you're like cut up, you know what I'm saying, you have a nice body. This goes for women, this goes for men. This is not just for men. If you have a nice body or you have like a sought after body, a 9 to 5 experience is going to be literally like a playground. It's really almost as high school. Like people kind of, you know, say like high school is immature. Somebody's being high school, like they're saying like trying to explain immaturity levels, but man, really it never changes. Like the hierarchy, like the structure, how it works, sadly you never get out of that. And especially in a 9 to 5, no matter how old your coworkers may be or how young they are, it's just like you'll start to understand when you're jacked, it's things that come with the territory. It's things that, you know what I'm saying, you can either like run the playground or you can kind of be like in the shadows, you know what I mean? But one thing I wanted you guys to understand is like when being jacked in a 9 to 5, you're going to have problems in a sense. Like it's going to be such a love-hate relationship. And I know you guys, I know people in my comments are always saying like, oh, you know, you should really worry about that. But man, this is kind of like your livelihood, especially if you're working 9 to 5. Obviously, I love 9 to 5s. I love people who work 9 to 5s because it just shows discipline and structure. And I want you guys to understand that. But at the same time, I need you guys to understand that it's a lot that our families have dealt with. It's a lot that, you know, I've dealt with from understanding and I've kind of matured from and I got wiser about. But when working a 9 to 5, like being jacked, being like either the smartest or being like the prettiest or the most handsome, like if you're at the top in the sense of like if somebody will consider you to be this way, you know what I'm saying, you're like the number one, it is a war zone, you know what I mean? And I want you guys to understand that it's like when somebody categorizes you, mind you, you did not ask for any of these categories, but when somebody categorizes you as being a certain way, whether if it's positive or negative, like it's like a halo effect. And I mentioned that in my couple other videos, but with that categorization or how they see you, how they perceive you, that perception, in a 9 to 5, even if it's not true, they will make it true. You know what I'm saying? Or even if it is positive, they can turn it to a negative. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's a negative, they'll turn to positive. It's all as if it's all about how they think. You know what I mean? I want you guys to understand that if you are the most jacked, it almost comes with the territory of being people expect you to do all the work, or people expect you to lift like the heaviest load. You know what I'm saying? That could be like the workload. That could be like a mental workload. That could be just like a physical workload. That could be just a social workload. Like if you are a certain way, or if you are stronger, or if you are jacked, you'll start to understand that your tasks just go up so much higher. You know what I'm saying? From people using your talents, using your gifts, your natural gifts, and assuming that you're able to handle the load just because of how you look or your size, man. Like that's something I really dealt with like at all my jobs, was just that my workload was always higher, whether if I was dealing with tickets, whether if I was dealing with customers, whether if I was dealing with like the face-to-face interactions. It's like when you're jacked or you're working on your body with a certain body fat percentage. I've literally had customers, mind you, I'm busy. I'll have customers be like, you know, I want to get in your line. Like, I want you to ring me up. I want you to do that. I want to talk. And it's just like, it's nothing wrong with that. Like, obviously, I love that. It's a cool interaction. I'm getting to know people, you know, socially. But it gets to a point where it can be draining. It's just like a customer can choose you. Like, hey, I want you to check me out. Or, hey, I want to buy this product through you. And at first, it's cool and all, but at the same time, it's also kind of breeds envy. It brings like like a air of envy for like maybe like your coworkers, or you know what I'm saying, like if you're getting sales, if you're getting more sales, or somebody's just like constantly going towards you, or they're constantly selecting you, you will be in a situation to where somebody may feel a way about that, or somebody may feel jealous. You know what I'm saying? That's normal, but that's what I'm saying. When you're jacked and working 9 to 5, your experience is going to be so much more complicated. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say it's difficult, but it's more so like, bro, why am I dealing with this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why are we having these conversations? Why, like, I didn't ask for this. I didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? This is not something that I'm seeking. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of coming to me. And I was starting to notice that the more that happened, it was just like the more problems I would have, more things I would be like, if somebody's seen a talent of mine as a gift or something that they may have wanted, I'll just notice that I would probably have problems with that person like the next following week, or we'll have a fallout, or they may say something disrespectful or a rude comment. And it's just like, you know what? Maybe this isn't for me. Not necessarily 9 to 5s, but maybe this environment. And one thing that I constantly kept dealing with was like, it was every environment. And it was crazy. Like, it was every environment, bro. It was just like, dang, if I'm doing gym stuff, it's almost as if like, okay, I'm being judged on who's the best, who's the, you know what I'm saying, who's the strongest, who's not strongest. Or if I'm even in a professional setting, I'm getting chosen based off of like what I can do physically, like what I can lift. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm dealing with, like, if I'm in an office space, I'm dealing with office banter that's really unprofessional. Like, in a sense, like, and it's not even, that's what I'm saying, it's not even a call out. I can't even call out one place, but it's just like the banter just get to a point to where it's like, wait a minute. What? Most y'all are in a higher position than me. Or, and it's just like, I don't think we should be having this conversation. It was like, am I going to go deal with this? Like, if I'm dealing with HR, deal with this every day? I can't. Like, I literally have other things to worry about. And the job that I'm working, that's not the only thing I have going on. You know what I'm saying? I have like social media stuff to run. I got workouts to do after work. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't have time to really focus on that. But I'm just telling you guys, when you're jacked and working a 9 to 5, it's just so much that comes with it, bro. It's just like, even to, it's benefits. Obviously, it's benefits. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could find, you know what I'm saying, your work wife. You could find, you know what I'm saying, a healthy relationship. You could find different types of relationships. You could meet connections. You could, but at the same time, sometimes you can be hated because somebody may be attracted to you in the office that shouldn't be attracted to you. Or you may have issues to where a person is saying things to you out of spite off of something that you have no control over, whether it be like somebody that they like is interested in you, or in a sense of they feel as though you may be too strong for this position, or you look like you can't handle the workload because you strive physically. You know what I'm saying? Or it's like, a lot of times people don't think you can have brains and brawn. Like, they really don't think you can do that. So it's like, it's a lot that comes with it, and a lot of times people will kind of perceive you. It's just like high school, of you being a certain way, and you may be just quiet, you may be introverted, but they may take it as, you don't really talk to me that much, or you really don't do that. And it's just like, I'm trying to work in a sense, and I'm also trying to strive to get a better position. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, sometimes a negative experience, or sometimes like a situation that doesn't work out in your favor, can really turn a whole office or a whole group against you, that can literally stop you from getting a position that you could better yourself in, like that can better your life, that can make your life a lot easier. And that was just something I really didn't understand. Like, obviously I have other attributes other than like brains and brawn and stuff like that, but it's just like, with perceptions, it's hard to shake it. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard to shake it. And it only takes like one time for somebody to perceive you a certain way. And perceptions can change. And it can start off positive, but it can also start off negative. So I definitely want you guys to understand this, men or women, if somebody perceives your body to be a certain way, or they perceive you to be a certain level in fitness, it's, you know what I'm saying, with great power comes great responsibility, and you will notice that in a 9 to 5. I definitely want to have more videos like this, but you will definitely understand what that means in a 9 to 5, because as much as we want to make it seem that a 9 to 5 is linear, a 9 to 5 is just really, oh yeah, you just show up, you work, you go home. No, it's comments, people dealing with comments, people dealing with envy, people are seeing you a certain way, perception. it's a lot more intricate about it, and that's why I really want to talk about this on you know, say on my channel, like fitness. I know that some guys may not be used to it. Some guys and girls may be used to it, and some people are still dealing with it to this day. But I want you guys to understand that that's just something that you sign up for when you apply for these positions. You know what I'm saying? You don't really know. The craziest thing, they may know you. You know what I'm saying? If you're on social media, they may know you. Hence, you know, me doing social media, but like they may have a perception of you from online already. And when you apply, you don't know who's working there. You don't know what those individuals are dealing with. You don't know what they're struggling with, and you don't even know what they're envious about. So walking into a 9 to 5, it's really like a surprise. You know, you definitely have to be headstrong. And you have to understand who you are as a person, as an individual. You know what I mean? Just because somebody perceives you to be a certain way, or you think that you are a certain way, that doesn't mean that it's right. You know what I'm saying? And then also too, before I close out, it's like, also don't let somebody's negative perception of you view it as truth. You know what I'm saying? Don't let somebody, just because they think it doesn't mean it's right. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not something you have to argue about. That's not something that you have to prove to other people. But, you know, sometimes people will parade around in their positions, and, you know, it just sucks that it's like that. But, you know what I'm saying, being jacked in a 9 to 5 is some heat. You know what I'm saying? Being jacked, or like extremely attractive, or like extremely smart. You know what I mean? A lot of times that these are gifts that you were given, but not everybody was so fortunate. So, man, I really want to do more parts on this. But yeah, man, this is something that you need to understand, especially if you're younger. And then, you know, if you are dealing with it, like, there are ways to, you know, get better at it or understand it on a deeper level, rather than what somebody's saying to you or how they're behaving. Because the behavior is, I'm telling y'all, the behavior is crazy. It's insane. But yeah, that's the end of the video, man. Make sure you guys keep your head up. Thanks so much for watching my video. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? We're back on the body game. We're back on schedule. We're doing our thing. So if you like the video, make sure you like the video. Subscribe for more content. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment box below. And I'll see you in my next video. What will we talk about next?